We are actually the people who are allowing Zimbabweans to have an opportunity to deliver change.
Mr. Mutambara, the people of Zimbabwe are struggling, and you seem to be talking political speak. And you also align yourself with Mr. Makoni, who is said to be an intellectual, which is the case with yourself as well. What value are you giving to the aspirations of poor Zimbabweans, people on the ground?
The people in Zimbabwe are suffering. That is very correct. What they want is change. How do you provide change? Mugabe is strong. Mugabe rigs elections. Mugabe controls the army, the police, the CIO, and the war vets. For you to achieve change, you must be able to divide these instruments and structures of violence. That for change to come in Africa, you must destroy and divide the ruling party. You must neutralize the army, the CIO, and the police. Dr. Makoni has provided an opportunity for Zimbabweans to bring about change by doing just that. ZANU is divided, the war vets are divided, Mugabe has lost control of the army, Mugabe has lost control of the police force. There's no violence in this country right now. Mugabe has a difficult time this time around in terms of rigging. This is because of the strategic alliance we've done with Dr. Simba Makoni. We've seen it in Kenya, we've seen it in Zambia, we've seen it in Malawi. When people get together and unite and neutralize the ruling party, as they destroyed UNIP in Zambia, as they destroyed the Malawi Congress Party in Malawi, as Raila and Kibaki came together in 2003 and destroyed KANU, they were able to win. This is our time in Zimbabwe. We are living through a revolution at the moment.
Mr. Mutambara, you could be accused of dividing the electorate yourself. You're part of the MDC. There is no clarification as to exactly where you stand. When a person casts their vote on Saturday and say MDC, are they voting for Tsvangirai or are they voting for Makoni?
That's a very simplistic way of looking at things. We are actually doing the opposite. We are bringing people together. We are uniting people from the opposition, people from civic society, people from ZANU. All Zimbabweans are coming together to bring about change. All Zimbabweans are suffering. So we are actually the unifiers in this country. We are actually the people who are allowing Zimbabweans to have an opportunity to deliver change.
Mr. Mutambara, the people of Zimbabwe are struggling, and you seem to be talking political speak. And you also align yourself with Mr. Makoni, who is said to be an intellectual, which is the case with yourself as well. What value are you giving to the aspirations of poor Zimbabweans, people on the ground?
The people in Zimbabwe are suffering. That is very correct. What they want is change. How do you provide change? Mugabe is strong. Mugabe rigs elections. Mugabe controls the army, the police, the CIO, and the war vets. For you to achieve change, you must be able to divide these instruments and structures of violence. We are doing exactly that. We are actually providing Zimbabweans with an opportunity to deliver change by unifying them, by giving them a leader who is a unifier, by giving them a leader who has made Mugabe's job very difficult. Mugabe can no longer rely on the army. Mugabe can no longer rely on the police force. Heads of the CIO, the intelligence officers, have defected. ZANU is broken up. This is as good as it gets in terms of creating conditions for Zimbabweans to deliver change. We are the providers of a unique opportunity for change in our country.
The economy has really skidded off to a steep slide. Come Saturday and your faction and Simba Makoni is announced the winners. What timeframes have you got to change things around, and what are your priorities?
We have 3 programs. The first one is called an economic stabilization plan. The second one is called an economic recovery plan. The last one, and the most important one, is called an economic transformation plan.
What about social transformation?
So it's part of the economic transformation plan. Now, in the first 2 years, after 2 years, we would have stabilized the economy and recovered parts of the economy that have been destroyed. But more importantly, we're going to move this economy from poverty to a globally competitive economy. We have an agenda, we have a platform to make Zimbabwe the Singapore of Africa by moving up the value chain, manufacturing, processing, services, exporting capital, exporting knowledge, making sure that our minerals are processed in our country, making sure we're manufacturing our own gadgets in our own country, making sure that the services industries are driven, making sure that our hospitals, our schools, Our industries are working. We have an agenda. We feel that in Zimbabwe, we must have change that has both form and substance. The substance is our manifesto. And Dr. Makoni and ourselves are going to drive this country and convert this country from poverty to the promised land.
And what do you say about recent analyses that Morgan Tsvangirai is stronger than Simba Makoni?
I think you don't have too much time to wait. We've got 3 days to go. We are in the business of campaigning. Morgan is a patriot, is a Zimbabwean hero who is trying as much as he can to deliver change. So is Dr. Makoni. We are not fighting in the opposition. Makoni, Mutambara, Tsvangirai are Zimbabweans who are trying to provide a platform for change in our country. The only enemy in our country is Robert Mugabe, and we are going to make sure Robert Mugabe is retired on the 29th of March, and he can go back to his village and rest, and we can work together in a government of national unity. We are saying to the world, Mugabe must not be allowed to steal our elections.
But his police officers have said they will not accept an opposition victory. If Mr. Mugabe wins, will you accept the results?
Let me start by saying which police force? He doesn't have a police force anymore. It's split.
You're contradicting yourself then, Mr. Mutambara.
No, you must listen carefully. We are saying there are individuals who have defected in the police to the opposition. There are individuals in the army, in the CIO, in the war vets. Traditionally, he was in charge. He's no longer in charge, which means he has no capacity to deny the people's vote. If they vote for Tsvangirai, Tsvangirai will be president. If they vote for Makoni, Makoni will be president. Mugabe has no capacity to deny the people's vote. We are going to defend our vote. And by the way, when someone steals an election, when someone rigs an election, they're breaking the Constitution. And don't expect us to use a constitutional response. We are going to use what MK and APLA did to apartheid. We're going to use...
Mr. Mutambara ending it there on quite a threatening note to the leading party and saying that the chances of stealing an election have ended with previous elections. He's the leader of the MDC factions but supporting candidate Simba Makoni.